Hello, beautiful friends. This is your Sunday Quickie, and it's going to include an extended for the subscribers. That's free subscription. Click the subscribe button as we go into detail. It's going to include a yes or no for your this week's deepest question, the question that you desire so much to get answered, the one that's most on your mind. Okay. So it starts out to be a general, and then we look at any signs that pop up. Father in heaven and spirit guides and angels, we thank you all for everything that you do. You're wonderful, and all the wonderful people that you create. I've adored all the friends that I've made, and all the people that I've gotten to meet. Thank you, and continue to bring us all the people to be able to support each other in these trying times. Thank you so much. Amen. Father, what do we have? What do we need to know for this week? Okay. Traveling lightly, fogged in, expand your horizons. Oh, wow. Okay. There's there's a lot going on right now. A lot. It seems like a lot and or of importance for some of you. It's all important, but there's some of you that don't have many decisions to make, but they're so crucial and you're afraid you're going to make the wrong one. Um, Spirit says the first thing that you need to do is definitely clear the emotional baggage. Get rid of whatever you don't need, uh, because you're going to be expanding your horizons. A new door is going to be open to you. Okay, and you do not want to miss this. You need to get rid of everything that's not working, um, toxic relationships, the way you speak to yourself, just toxic friendships, toxic. You don't even have to speak to people in your family who are treating you like somebody's cousin is really messed up and treating them really, really bad. Did you know God does not want you to be a part of anybody's life who is treating you with disrespect? Okay, you can still love them, you can still be a part of the family, but family are the people, in my book, family are the people who love you, not always blood. So just keep that in mind, and you need to go slow. Okay, there's something. I feel somebody's like it's almost like a hot gel wall with someone pushing on it to keep you from your next step of life. It just feels like so much pressure is pushing back against you. Um, you need to slow down. You do not need to make this decision right now. If it is not life or death, you have to take your time. There's somebody who really wants to get to the next portion of life through that next door, but that next step is not ready because you are not ready. Okay, so you don't have to um, commit to anything right now. Okay, the only thing you have to do is tell yourself, hey, it's not a life or death thing. um, I don't have to deal with it right now if it's not a life or death thing, and then put it aside. For those of you who are in a relationship and one of you wants to take it further and the other one doesn't, um, it's not because the other one doesn't want to take it for it's a fear. It feels like it's going too fast. It feels like a lot of pressure, and I feel like it's been for some of you, it's been upwards of 3 to 6 months, okay? Do not put yourself on a timeline. You have to go when and commit deeper when you feel. And the very first thing that your partner needs to know and understand is that you do care about them. You're still healing from the past. And so you do have some fears. You're working on those fears, and they just need to be patient with you because you're going to move slowly. Okay? That's what you tell them. Okay? Oof. I am so sorry you feel that, but just take your power back. No, don't let anyone make you feel like Because I think some of you haven't been told this, but some of you, your partner is okay, are you going to commit any further? I feel like if you sit down and you're totally honest with them, or if you have been totally honest with them, I feel like they're going to understand. I feel like there may be a few who don't, but those are people who are pushing you too fast and pushing you past your boundaries. That is not what a soulmate would do. So, um, and we do this all the time. I'm guilty of having done this, moving on before you're ready. And I've spoken to a lot of people. I have a friend right now who is afraid of being alone, figures if someone else can take the last person's place and she can fall in love, then she can let go of all these feelings that she has for him. And it really doesn't work that way. One person should not be responsible for your healing, okay? But I'm feeling like for the most part, there's only one or two of these that I'm feeling that the person has a problem with you going this slow, and you've been completely honest with them that they need to decide if they want to wait for you or move on. I don't believe that they're these couple people that are feeling pressured by their mate and you've talked to them about it. I don't feel like that they're your soulmate. So, you know. Okay, let's look at more here. What else do we have for the week? Chop wood. New life. Serendipity. This is complementing what I just said. Get rid of everything that's not working. Do not let people push you past your boundaries. Do you even know what your boundaries are? Now, I know a lot of you are regulars here now, so you know about the love video. It's either in the I got OCD. I'm sorry, I put them in folders and playlists. So it's in the either the prevent bad relationships or prevent bad dates. Um, Love, is it all you need? It's time stamped to Pat. You can click in the description box to check out the boundaries. You can check out uh, your how to figure out your patterns, how to set boundaries, and how to be mindful and really you'll know yourself. Once you know yourself, once you accept responsibility, because someone else may hurt you or may have hurt you, but unfortunately, they're not going to fix you. You got to fix yourself. And then you got to set those boundaries and limits. Find your patterns, set your boundaries, set your limits, and then you've got to be the one to say every single time you meet someone, anyone, all right, I know my boundaries and limits, this, and this is what I've got to be watching for. Okay. Now you don't have to put them under the microscope, but you just have to be mindful. If this happens, if something happens that pushes past your boundaries, you're going to recognize it right away and you're going to say, oh, no way. You guys know I don't like to say the word HE double hockey sticks. But this is what this is talking about. Chopping wood means just chop down the bad branches. This is metaphorically, of course. Just clean it out. It's time to do some shadow work like I'm doing, and go check out I just made a past lives pick a card that has been also extremely accurate. You guys, if you comment on my stuff even a little bit or like it or anything, it really helps other people to be able to see my videos. And I really want to find all the people in the world who feel like they have no one, they feel like they're alone, because they're not. How many of us out there have felt that way? And it's time that we stand together. The one thing about depression and when bad stuff happens is at times we can have people who love us, but we feel like we're alone. Okay? It is a terrible, terrible trick that our mind and body plays on us. And that's why other people need to call out and say, hey, you're not alone. So this is indicating a new life is on the way as soon as you respect your own boundaries, make other people respect your own boundaries, get the toxic stuff out of your life, and start to step out. Start to do things that you like to do. Somebody keeps doing everything that the person they're with likes to do, whether it's your friend or whether it's a lover. Man, it's nice to have things in common, but don't be the yes person. Because you know there's some stuff that you wanted to do that they have not done. And I feel like as soon as you start this, some friends are going to leave your life. That's simplifying your life. Some people are going to be surprised you stand up for yourself. Oh well. You're going to start to have good luck. You're going to start to have happiness. Okay. Yeah. Yep. All right. All right. Now, I normally would pick a card from another set, but something just pulled me to these again, and it's saying for some of you it is time to go. You know it's not working. You know it hasn't been working. You've spoken to the other person, and it's time to go. It's time to heal, like we talked about, and find your peace. Now, this is no place like home. Sometimes I think this is like, remember the simple times in our life, the time when, whatever time it was, you were just maybe young and outside playing and you didn't even think life was that big of a deal, or you were a teenager and thought you knew it all. And whatever time for you, it can be a different time. It can even be some time when you were grown up, and you look back to that moment when you start to feel stressed out and you think, gosh, if I could have that moment back, I would have appreciated that. And that moment that you look back on that just didn't seem like life was that big of a deal, it it helps you. It helps you to relax. But a lot of this too is you don't have to solve these things today. You don't want to do anything that you're emotionally not ready to do. So all this is about self-care, not being pushed past your boundaries. Yeah, see? Be assertive and look for a sign, okay? And I'm telling you, this is part of your sign here. If you're watching this, if you've been pulled to watch this, this is part of your sign, okay? And you've known this deep down. But honey, you got to do it, okay? And do it. You can do it little by little. Like the very first thing, I don't feel comfortable with this. Anytime you do not feel comfortable with something, it doesn't matter how big or small. I'm sorry, I don't feel comfortable with that. Don't let other people tell you, well, you're too over emotional, or you're this, or you're that. Hey, first of all, the guys and girls who are parents or who love their parents or love other people and know when something is wrong, even when the person doesn't say there is, and then you find out later you were right, you are more sensitive because you need to be able to do that. Okay? You've got a special gift. So where other people see you over emotional, okay, you know stuff. And they know you know stuff. But still, this day in life, I tell some people the same thing over and over again, and they still don't believe me. And then it happens, and they don't believe me again, and then it happens, and they don't believe me. It's been going on all my life. People just don't like to accept that we all are connected to God. We all have more power through our own souls for connectivity and helping each other. But a lot of us just don't open up to it. Okay. This is saying this is not the right time. And it goes with the go slow. Take your time. Okay, this is not the right time to move forward. This is your time to clean everything up from your emotional baggage. If you can imagine taking a broom and imagine all the crap that you've been through, and you just take that broom and you sweep it. Sweep it in the dustpan, and you just throw it in this bottomless trash can that goes on forever. Close it up, it's gone. Okay? I release these negative energies forever. The negative emotions and the feelings that are not mine, I release them, because you can feel other people's feelings, some of y'all, and if it's not mine, okay, I acknowledge it, but I don't want to feel it. So I acknowledge that I felt that. Now let it go. All right. And some dream cards here. You can't force your dreams to come true. Dreams can only be blown into the wind like feathers, after which we tend to learn to trust, to be patient, and wait with our hearts open. Every day is a possibility for change. And in this, the hardest thing to do is to remember that the universe and God and, you know, all the angels have your back. What you think you is your capacity for love, for problems, for whatever. God knows what your true limit is, and your true limit for love is unlimited, by the way. You know, what you feeling for this person that you may have to let go, trust me, there's another stronger connection coming. You can't imagine it because it feels like your limit. You don't have a limit. Whenever life throws obstacles in your way and things don't go as planned, accept them and say, "Thank you. I'm ready for the lessons this alternative path will teach me. I trust these lessons are valuable for my dreams to come true." One thing I learned, look, every time something is thrown up as an obstacle, there's something good coming. There's something good coming that if you dwell on this obstacle, you're going to miss the good thing. It happened to me so many times. And then I used to start saying, you know, cause I'd be like, "Devil, I know you're putting this obstacle in my way, but I know that you just told me that something really good, that God has given me something really good, that the universe has something really good out there. So take your obstacle, take it back down to HE double hockey sticks, hell where you belong. I command this in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, or Buddha, whatever your religion is. I command it, and it shall be done." And being who I am, I'll also say, because if you don't listen to me, God's going to come kick your butt. So think about that. You have the power. And I do not care what anybody says to you. You cannot sell your soul. You do not own your soul, so you cannot sell your soul. God owns your soul. So everything that happens to you should just mess with your head and mess with your emotions. The good is coming. Good is coming. Praise Jesus. The obstacles that are in your way are signs. The good is coming. So do not get hooked into these obstacles. Thank you. Thank you for the obstacle. I know something's coming. That's good. Try not to compare your life or situation to those of others. Okay. Girl, guy, brother. I try to be cool. I'm not cool. Think about it. How many times has somebody looked in your window, in your life window, and thought, "I thought you had it so good," and you had to tell them, "No, I was going through this, this, and this." "Oh, well, you look like you're just, carrying on sarcastically and happily with your partner." "No, my partner was dragging me down. No, this, and this." "Oh, I saw you hugging your child. I thought those were tears of joy." "No, I got my electric bill and it's going to be turned off." Do not ever, sorry about that, do not ever think that just because and even if the person is fronting, looking happy, you say you go out with your girlfriends and they're looking all, one girlfriend's like, she's like looking all happy, she got all the clothes and she got all the cool stuff, she got the cool car, and you're sitting there thinking, "Man, I am struggling. She's doing a wonderful job with her life." Well, you find out later that her husband left her and she's about ready to lose the car and the fancy clothes. Or you find out she lost her job. Or you find out how she struggled to get where she is and what she's been through life, and you realize she deserves everything that she got. That was good. You don't know. You don't know her life. You don't know his life just by looking at them, just by what they tell you. People don't brag. People don't share like I do. Most people do not share about the trials and tribulations of their life openly. Okay? So don't look at their Facebook or TikTok and see that they're posting funny things and the good stuff and that they have it good. Everybody in this world has their trials and tribulations. Everybody. The rich, the poor. Okay? Keep your mind open and awake. Don't feel inferior to anybody. All the possibilities are as open to you as they are to others. Okay, we just get there in a different way. And personally, I'm happy. I grew up under the poverty level. It was hard. My parents would be like, oh, the government is giving away cheese, milk, and bread. So we need to get it before it expires. I never knew until I took my cousin there when I was 27 to the food bank that they were going to the food bank. Okay? All right? And my mama and my daddy worked very hard. Very hard. There was never a time that they didn't work. So don't believe everything you see. Okay, what did my mama say before she passed? Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. But my version is, if you're seeing it on the internet, don't believe it at all. My version is, if you're seeing it from afar, don't listen. If you weren't personally involved in it and know it from before they got there till after they were gone, then you don't know the whole story. Okay? So, I'm so sorry I'm preachy today. Just felt like my angel said that. Let's get back to this. Because I feel this is good. This is good. This is everybody taking their power back. Taking your power back. Now, the question that's deepest on my beautiful friends' minds, the people that I would not be on YouTube with, the people that I would not be in this life without. What, for those watching, is the answer? We're going to do 3. And you're going to feel the one by the color of the card. What their deepest question this week that they'll have, the one that they are worrying so much that it's taken, like, what should I do? Okay, should I? Okay. I don't know why I'm feeling Geminis for this one, but no, you should not. Okay. What about the next set of people? Why do I feel like they're Libras or Libra-like? Yes. Yes, the answer to your deepest question is yes. And one more, my friends. One more. Oh, one more. Another yes. Another yes. Okay. This does not have to be negative. Okay. Whatever is said no to is because you are being protected. For these 2 who said yes, should I move forward with that person? They've been really good to me, but I'm not sure. Yes. For this one, could even be, someone said, should I move out? Should I leave? That goes with the time to go card. If you're not happy, you have to put this in a general state because this is for the general reading, okay? This is not personalized to you, but if it relates to you, okay? I'm feeling, yes, you need to prepare to move out. Yes, you need to go. You need to get yourself out. And you know, all 3 of you knew this, but you just needed a confirmation. This is the question that you knew that you've been avoiding. It's time to deal with it, okay? And somebody asked if they should switch jobs. Yes. The whole thing here is taking your power back. And part of that is we're consulting the spirits. But the spirits also want you to think for yourself as well. They want you to think, okay, this situation hasn't been working. I've done all that I can do in this situation. It is not my responsibility to change this person or this situation. The responsible thing is to, you've talked to them. It's not getting any better. It's time to take your time and get out. Okay. For the job person, make sure you have the other job before you leave. It's all about preparation. It's all about preparation no matter how young you are, no matter how old you are. Do not just do anything because of emotions or impulse. It always goes bad. I know. When I was in my 20s, I was so impulsive. I'd be like jumping jobs like they just make me mad. One day I'd be like, well, fuck you, bye. Part of me wishes I had a little bit of that. I need a little bit of fire in my belly, and I'm working on that, but I still want to be a responsible adult. But there are many days where I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to be an adult no more. Unfortunately, I have no choice. I have to be an adult. So, and I can tell y'all, okay, I'm going to tell y'all about this situation really quick before we go to the extended. Okay, remember the guy I was dating? I told you I thought everything was wonderful. Well, when it came time to commit, he started avoiding the commitment. And then he started seeing me less and less. He not cheating, but it just wasn't working. Okay. So he tried to call me again, by the way, and he always acts like he has something important to say. He tried to call me at the beginning of the week. So stupidly, I answer the phone. He just want to act like he had disappeared for a month. He just want to act like it was, oh, I was just busy. Oh, you don't know the strain I'm under. Well, excuse me. We decided to be friends, and you disappeared for a month. That is not what a friend. I do not need that in my life, and you don't need that in your life either. I'm talking to you guys out there. You don't need that ghosting. If someone ghosts you without being responsible and saying I'm not going to talk to you anymore, that's not the character of the person you want in your life. Okay? And as soon as you start setting up those rules, setting up those boundaries, and saying no, there's a vibe that goes out. And somebody will try, boom, they get bounced off. Okay? I'm not saying people won't try. I'm saying you will get to a point where the universe has this protective thing and like a bubble, and it'd be like, don't even, people look at you and they'd be like, ooh, I don't want to mess with her. I got to that point years ago, and then for some reason I started being a people pleaser again. Okay? And I'm also learning to deal with being an empath. When we tell people off, just tell them when they're mad, when they're terrible people, by the way, by the time I tell them off. I tell them off, tell them to go away. Like I told him, I didn't give him the information, but I basically just told him, consider me to be back with my ex and moving on. Which, I'll tell you about that story later. So I did it. And in the month that he was gone, things started to open up for me. I, I felt like there were all these blocks and I wasn't getting nowhere. I couldn't find a place to move to by November. I was hitting walls everywhere for everything. And then when he left, I found a place to live. And then when I told him, I said, I told him to go away basically. I said, don't contact me back with this foolishness. We are not friends. So, after that, all kind of stuff started opening up for me. But it was based on me having to say no. And that's part of the past life thing. Watch my past life video that I shared and do the past life pick a card. Because I found out the reasons why I've denied stuff in this lifetime. I've set vows and, new vows, and I've released old vows for this lifetime, why it was still happening. You guys, let's see what I said. Gemini and Libra, didn't I? Alright, Gemini, we're going to do extended, we're going to do Libra, we're going to do Gemini in the extended. You got to subscribe to get that. Sorry I've been talking so much. Who else? Oh, me. Great. Pisces. Cancer and Scorpio. I'm trying to find that. I wish it was. I don't know. I have a Windows 3.1 brain. Okay. So I can't find the Gemini card right now. It's hiding. But Gemini, Libra, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, we're going to take a look at you individually in the extended. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. You're all awesome. Don't let anybody walk over you. Love you. Bye.